basically I dropped out of 10th grade. My first day there, she was like, you know what, let's skip lunch. I was like, sure. We skipped the whole lunches. I never logged into my classes ever again. I'm not gonna graduate. So I knew I was gonna graduate because COVID happened and I basically jumped out, you know? My ass hurts. My ass cheeks hurt. What's up, you guys? My name is SNAP-Sydneydurann and welcome to my motherfucking channel.
1, 2, 3, let's switch.
Tienes algo que no sé, pero me enloquece. Como te hizo Diosito, te hizo ver.
I'm my dad's, of course. Anyways, I know I just didn't get ready with me, like, I don't know, there's like 2-3 videos ago, but anyways, today I'm going to be doing a story time. Like, I've been wanting to do this story time, but I just haven't, because it's like, I don't know, I needed all the thoughts together, and I don't know how to do story times. Like, I say one thing, and then to get to this thing I have to like do like 3 turns, and like it's just, I'm all over the place. So I actually did this whole week. I've been writing things down, so like that I remember. I don't know, I'm kind of excited. Oh yeah, I said this is like get rid of me, right? So it's like get rid of me / story time. Anyways, I'm just gonna go with my moisturizer, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 4:04 p.m.
4:04. Anyways, certified moisturizer with SPF. So just a little bit. I've been putting a lot. Like, I did my skincare this morning, but I showered. So like, who does the skincare and then showers? You know, like, that just makes no sense. You know, why are you gonna do skincare first and then shower? Like, okay, I've been missing this. Like, it feels so bomb. It feels so bomb. Like, wow. I didn't even tell you what the story time is about. So, but obviously the title. The story time is going to be about my high school experience. Like, it sucked. That's pretty much what I gotta know right now. It freaking sucked, like, to the max. My whole high school experience, seriously. First of all, let's start. First of all, I did not go to my regular high school. You know, like, I was in middle school with all my friends. I went to 9th grade, you know, that's high school. I already went to 9th grade high school with all of them. I skipped most of it. I skipped most of my 9th grade, literally. Then 10th grade, they just sent me to a different school because I skipped a lot, so I didn't have enough credits to go to the big high school. So basically 10, 11, and 12, I was just not with my regular friends, so I had to make new friends, and I did, and I'm glad that I made these new friends because I love them. And this school they sent me to, it's called ACE, like Acceleration Center. I don't fucking know, but it's like when like some kids come from any other place, they come and they don't know English, they go to that school, and like, you know, they advance and they go, or you just stay there in that school and you still graduate, you know. Like, 9th grade was fun, to be honest. It was fun. I was skipping a lot. There was buses that would take you out to the big high school. I was in like 9th grade campus, okay? In that 9th grade campus, there was like kids, smart kids, that would there were buses that take you to the big school, that they were gonna do like extra classes over there because you were smart. Obviously I didn't have that because I was not smart, and I'm still not smart. Yeah, those buses would take you over there. That's how it was skipped. Like, it was like second period, so I would not go to my first period. My mom would take me like to my second period, and I would just get in the bus, and they don't even ask you anything. They know kids go over there. So we go, and the bus would leave us there, and we would like go to a little corner, and when the bus left, we would run to the park, and homeboys would pick us from there. To be honest, everything all they would do was the usual, smoke, and I didn't. I would just go because I didn't want to be in school. And like, to be honest, like, I am not even lying. I don't care who watches my videos. I don't care who watches this. I'm not scared to say it, okay? But seriously, I didn't go for any of those things. Like, I was smoking way before that. But even in those, when I was skipped in 9th grade, I did not smoke at all. I could basically stay home because my mom didn't care. but she did at the same time. So I skipped for like the entire 9th grade. First, I started going to my classes. I knew my classes. Whenever I would go to my classes, they wouldn't even know my name because I wasn't there. And since I was skipping a lot, I went to A's, to the other school. Like, you know, I didn't go to my regular high school. I didn't have a high school sweetheart. I hear everybody talking about their high school sweetheart, isn't it? And I'm just like, I didn't like guys from school. Because I used to like party, okay? I liked guys outside school. They already graduated or they dropped out of school. So, and like, I would go to school like 1 to 2 periods, skip the rest of the periods. I will not go for my first half, you know, like that. We passed. I don't know how I passed, but I passed to 10th grade. And all my friends. But I was not the only one skipping. Like, I was skipping with friends. And surprisingly, I couldn't go to the big high school because I didn't have enough credits. I was skipping and not doing work. They were probably skipping and doing work. Smart. But I wasn't. I just didn't care about school. I was the only one who couldn't go to the big high school. But whoever's watching this, if we used to go to school together, this video probably won't get views, so that's why I'm talking about it. I really don't care. I am not bashing anyone out, okay? So if you're taking this offensive, you gotta leave, because this is I'm just talking about my experience and me and myself. So peace out, bye, te veo fuera. Bro, they had a prom, 10th grade. I couldn't go. I only went to my senior prom, and it sucked, but we'll get there. Yeah, we passed 10th grade. Woo, we're all excited. And then I see my schedule and it says like pending or something, and I was like, what the fuck? Everyone was getting their schedules, and I was like, what? And they were like, oh, we have to go tour the high school because we didn't know high school, obviously. And well, everybody got that email like, let's go to the high school, whatever, this day, whatever. And they were like, oh, you're gonna go? I was like, no, because I didn't get the email. Like, what? And like, if I didn't get the email, why am I gonna go? You know, I did want to go, but I think something happened that day, so I didn't go. And I get a motherfucking call, or no, I get a letter. The letter says something like, you don't have enough credits to go to the big high school. You're going to have to go to this other school, 8th. So like the 9th grade was here, and the other one was like right besides it. And they were like, you have to go to this one, and that's acceleration for I don't know, something. You have to get your credits up so you can go to the big high school. And I was like, I was sad. Like, I was like, what the? And I told all my friends, I was like, bro, look, like, it was we had like a group of friends. Like, everyone there was friends and everything. That was nice. I love that. Even though some were fake and shit, but I liked having that group of friends. It was amazing, to be honest. I love that. Sent me to the other school by myself, so I didn't have no friends. I wasn't the only one skipping, so I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know anyone. I had to start fresh. Okay, let me start getting ready. What the fuck am I doing? So I get my thoughts again, because this is so intense. Me thinking about this. I wasn't the only one skipping, but somehow I was the only one who went to the other school, which I'm not mad either, because I love that school. Like, from kids that didn't know much English, or didn't have credits, like me, like from 3 different campuses. My high school was called North Shore Senior High School, and there was other Galena Park High School. And, oh no, it was just 2. I remember now. It was just 2, the Galena Park and North Shore. Our district was Galena Park. See, I met the greatest people there, and plus I knew Spanish, so I was like, I'm from here. Teachers knew Spanish. It was amazing. So I am not mad about that. I love A's with all my heart. I start 10th grade there. I was so nervous. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry because, bitch, I didn't know anybody, and like, I have social anxiety, and bitch, but I was just going to my classes home, and then suddenly, I don't remember, like, this is the greatest experience I ever had, and I don't remember how it happened, but there was like a group of friends. Obviously, they only knew Spanish. There was just one girl that she knew a little bit of English, so they would use her as a translator, but she wouldn't know a lot, you know. So also, everybody in that school thought I didn't know English, even the freaking principal. Yeah, also the first principal, because on my 10th grade, let's say sophomore, my sophomore, the principal there, he was amazing. I loved him. Like, oh, I love him. He would not give up on me. So because we have all our classes, it was like 8 classes, 7 classes, like 4 period, that was lunch for everybody. It's not like A lunch, B lunch, no. So I tried this primer, but this primer sucks. Like, it makes my makeup look ugly. Obviously, I became part of this amazing group, our friend group on lunch. We would always sit together. The first week, that was the first week. Like, I had social anxiety, but I was like, I am not eating alone. Well, the first probably few days I did eat alone, and then it's like, no. And I seen a girl walking with her, so I was like, hi. Or like, I asked her name, she asked me mine. I was like, what grade are you? Because in that school we're all together. It's from 10 to even seniors. I don't remember exactly quién era, but she wasn't part of the group. So that's how I started in the group, because I talked to her, and then she was like, oh, you wanna sit with me and my friends? I was like, oh, sure. I was shy at first, but bitch, I love them. I love them with my heart. I was a sophomore, they were juniors, but I was with them for a few months. By winter break, I was not going to school anymore. Like, I was just home. I was lazy. I started to party, and that's all I would do. Like, party. Yeah. That's why I'm all about, like, oh, I graduated, this and that, because I am proud of myself. Like, I thought I was not going to make it. January comes where you have to go back to school. I did go back to school. Like, I didn't go back to school. And basically, I dropped out of 10th grade. Anyways, I want to try this concealer again, because I tried it with the other primer, and it's, like, ass. Like, you know what? Let's start with eye makeup, because I want to do eye makeup today for 10th grade. And I was not going to school. I was just partying and partying. While I was partying, like, police officers would take me home from, like, parties or from, like, places, because I was just with people that I know. Yeah, I met my bestie, like, in November 16, 2018. My mom told me she was not going to put me in school next year, basically junior year. I was not going to school. No, and at first I was like, okay, whatever, I don't really care, you know, I don't really want to go to school. I hated school. Then it's time for, like, school again, like, you know, with my bestie, and, like, she will have to go to school. I don't have school, but I jumped out, nobody knew, so it was, like, kind of embarrassing. But anyways, then, like, a month earlier, it hit me. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I have to go to school. I was like, I have to graduate. Like, I have to do it. I don't care. I have to do it. I told my mom, like, you know what? I want to go back. And she's like, no, you're not going back, because you don't wake up early, you this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I had to go back to the same one I was going to, 8th. If I would have finished my 10th grade, I could have gone to my big high school. But no, since I didn't finish my 10th grade, I gave up, literally. Same one. And then when I was back, wow, they greeted me so well. And there was a different principal. But the girls, like, they were like, oh my god, you're back, this and that. And I was like, I already knew them, and I already knew the school around. I was like, I met a guy in 10th grade there. He was cute and still is, but he had a girlfriend. And then I was teasing him and my other friend, like, oh my god, I should date. And he's like, chill, I have a girlfriend. I was like, period. Yeah. And then, like, whenever I dropped out, whatever, before going to junior year, he found my Instagram. He was in that same school, I think because of credits too. I am not sure. I am not even gonna mention or try to mention his name, because he used to watch my videos, and I don't know if he watches them there. He probably hates me now because I broke his heart, like, twice, and I didn't mean to. If you're watching this, you know who you are. I still have. I hope you're doing better with your new girl. Yes, I stalk you sometimes. Anyway, we did talk for, like, a while, and then I was in my depression stage and hoeing stage, and he didn't deserve that, to be honest, and I miss you. So my mom put me in school again, and I was going to go, and I was like, period, yes. I will, like, not go for, like, 1 or 2 days, but this time I did complete in my junior year. And because of that, I got my credits back up. I could go back to the school. But by this time, I was okay in that school. I love that school. It was like, plus, I had to get a school at 8. And this other school, it was at 7. I mean, that's a whole difference, like, honey. And by the time they told me, oh, you can go back to your high school, I had already made friends here, and I already hated the other people, the other friends, because nobody stayed in touch. Only one stayed in touch, which she's pregnant right now, and congratulations, Abby. she was the only one who stayed in touch with me. Like, the only one. Like, it was not like an everyday thing, but she would check with me once in a while. They gave me a letter. They were like, if you receive a letter, then you have to go back to the big high school. And I was like, I talked to the principal. I was like, what if I don't want to go back? He's like, will you sign up for it? I was like, no, I didn't. So take me out. And he's like, oh, if you didn't, because you could sign up for like if you want to go back to high school. And I was like, missing that deadline. I don't want to go back. And then I received a letter. And I was like, I did not sign up. He was like, oh, if you didn't sign up, you have to. I was like, why? Basically kicked me out of that school. I had all my credits. I had no business doing there. But I was like, I want to be here. So yeah, in January, I had to go back to the high school. I had to go back to the big high school, which I did not know about the high school. Like, I hadn't seen from inside. Like, went to that school and I hated it, like, with a passion. Lunch will suck because my friends would not have the same lunch as me. But the first day I went back to that school, Abby was there. She had the same lunch as me. No. Never mind. I'm sorry. I got my hopes up. It was theater, same theater, but she was like in the next class besides. So we had the same lunch, and I was okay with that. And I love that theater. Anyways, that's the point. My first day there, she was like, you know what? Let's skip lunch. I was like, sure. We skipped the whole lunch. So after our lunch, we had to go back to class, and we didn't. My first day back, I skipped. I was like, she was the one who I skipped with in the first place, like in 9th grade. Yeah, after that, I just loved skipping lunch. It's like a whole hour period, and like it's first lunch, second, third, fourth lunch, and I had second lunch, and then after second lunch, after your lunch, you have to go back to class. But I didn't. I skipped my first week. I skipped a lot. I was just there for 2 months because then COVID happened. I was grateful for COVID because I hated that school with passion, which is online, and I wouldn't log into my online classes. We all passed because of COVID. So I was like, it's a senior year, and I was like, and then I was already a senior, and I was excited. We could do online or in person. At first everyone was online, and then it was like, okay, if you want to go in person, go. There was like a few people, going in person. The first day, I hated the first day back. I hated it. Yeah, no, I'm not going back. I stayed online the whole senior year. At first, I would log in, like I would sit on my desk and like, Abby, the same girl, which I really love you. I would call her, like, because we had the first period, but we were online. So at first we had to turn on our cameras, and then we didn't. When I was like, hey girl, what are you doing? She's like, I'm laying down in bed. I'm like, the computer? She's like, the computer is there. I thought that you had to, I don't know, my mind was all over the place, and I was like, after that, I was obviously in bed with my computer. So I was asleep, and the laptop was there. We didn't have to show our faces anymore. So the laptop was just there in the class, and they would probably ask me something, and I was asleep. Anyways, I was logged in. I did not log in at all. I'm almost done. Anyways, not with my makeup. Okay, let me finish my makeup. Let me start my makeup, and then we continue. I'm so into this, and I didn't even finish my makeup. That is so cute. Oh my god, stop. Glitter makes everything so much better. I love it. Anyways, I think that's like it, the story time. I basically zoomed it in, re-zoomed it in. My whole school experience. After elementary, you go to middle school, obviously 6th grade. I had no electives. Everyone be like, oh yeah, I have like a gym, or I have dance, I have choir, I have band. What? Like, I did sign up for choir and all that because I wanted to go to like Slitterball, like the water park. They just never put me in. Like, I'm telling you, I was not smart enough. I had no electives. Okay, high school, I want to join like cheer or dance. Basically, I have nothing. So my high school experience really sucked because I didn't even have like after school activities, nor in school. You can tell why I hated high school, because I really had no activities. Like, it was boring. Everyone like was like, okay, they're liking it because they had activities and I didn't. So the first few months of senior, okay, winter break comes. I never logged into my classes ever again. And then when I finally logged in was like in about, I think it was like in March. In October, I stopped logging into my classes. So I stopped October, never logged into my classes, never did any work. And then March, I logged in again. I was like, why not? I don't know. Like, oh no, I know you. You're never here. And I didn't do works and anything, but I would just log in here and there. And starting March, I would log in because I was like, I'm not gonna graduate. I was like, I'm not gonna graduate. So I knew I was gonna graduate because I didn't log into my classes. So that's why I started logging in March. I received a letter and a call. First a letter like, you have to go to high school. I was like, basically you have to go back in person. I was like, yeah, I'm not going. I received a call. They're like, hey, you were supposed to come this week. It was a Thursday. They're like, you were supposed to come this week and you didn't come, this and that. She's like, you don't have enough credits. If you don't come, you can't graduate. I was like, I freaked out. They were like, you don't have to come tomorrow. It was like Friday the next day. She's like, you don't have to come tomorrow. You have to come the Monday. I was like, I told my mom. My mom is working, so I can't be loud. Also, I cried when they sent me back, my junior year, when they sent me back to big high school. Because I was already in Ace. I really loved that school. I cried. Anyways, can you tell what I hated high school? In high school, like, it sucked. Plus, I didn't even go to school. COVID happened and I basically jumped out, you know? I never logged into my classes at all. So it's like, I passed like barely. And I passed with 28 credits. I think you need 30. So when I went back to in-person school, I fell in love with the school. Like, I loved going to school. I really enjoyed it. Like, seriously. I hated waking up early. I really enjoyed going back to school. You had to wear masks, but that's why the first day I went, you know, like senior year in August, I was like, I don't want to be here wearing masks. Like, I can't even breathe. I hated it the first, you know. But then when they forced me to go, I was like, why didn't I like it? So it was already May and school was gonna end in June. I like going to school. Of course, I was lonely in lunch, but I still had no friends. When we were back one in person, I skipped. Like I said, the junior year I had, so there were two campuses because they were crowded. So it was 10th grade. They were together, but like, yeah, like this was specific 10th grade. But 10th grade school go to the big one, and the seniors would come to this one. So basically, a junior stays in the big one. I had classes in the 10th grade. Hella classes in the 10th grade because of, you know. So I will barely see my friends. I met some cool ass 10th graders. I met the boy who broke my heart, a motherfucking 10th grader. That's embarrassing to say, but me, a motherfucking senior, got heartbroken by a 10th grader. He felt cool, whatever, because he was dating a senior. Like, senior year, I had like 2 classes on the 10th grade. So like, everybody thought that I was a 10th grader because I looked like one. June comes. So seniors, if you were passing all of your classes, you didn't have to take finals. Guess what? I was passing all my classes. I went back for maybe 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, I had like 60s, 50s, even 0 in classes. And in 3 weeks, I put my grades up to the point that I didn't have to take finals. 3 weeks from the whole school year. I needed only 3 weeks. I passed my classes. I didn't have to take finals. So the teacher was talking about finals, and I was like, oh, I got approved for like not taking the final. And he was like, what? And everybody was like, what? What the heck? Like, you can do that? And I was like, yes, I can. And they told me, he's like, oh, you're a senior, right? And I was like, yeah. They were like, "You're a senior? You're a senior?" I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "No wonder I never seen you around the hallways." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a senior." So everybody was shook that I was a senior. And it felt good, like, whenever I was like, "I'm a senior and I don't have to take finals." And everybody was like, "Wow." You know, my senior year, the last 3 weeks, I really loved it. The same week I went back, it was gonna be prom. I was not gonna go, obviously, because I had no friends. But then I met some people and I went to prom. But it sucked because I had no girlfriends. There were only guy friends, and they had their girlfriends. I reunited with my 9th grade best friend though, so I love that. At the end, I was having fun, and they were like, "Okay, let's leave." They were my ride, so I couldn't stay. I was like, I was already having fun, and we had to leave. And then I got a letter saying that I was gonna graduate. Bro, I got so excited, and I was showing off because graduating high school was the greatest accomplishment I have ever done in life. I was still not sure that I was graduating, actually. Well, I had no motivation at home. Obviously, they were all like, "You're not graduating." My bestie believed in me, so I love you, bestie, for that. I ghosted her for like months, and she was still there for me. Toco madera. Nunca dejemos de ser amigas, but if we ever do, she will always have a special place in my heart. I haven't experienced a real relationship breakup, and I know if I break up with her or whatever, I'm gonna cry. What the fuck? This topic is so sensitive to me because it's true, she was the only one there for me. I'm gonna text her right now because I miss her so much. I've been ignoring her, but I'm just depressed. At the end, I graduated and I feel so proud of myself. I just love making videos. What the fuck? I really do. I realize how much I enjoyed making videos, just recording myself. Like, I don't care. I basically had no high school sweetheart, no normal high school, no friends. That was it. My story time about how my high school sucked. I didn't say it today, but thank you God for another great day. Just a look. Join my club. I've been looking forward to editing and posting these videos. So I got these hoops from Mississippi when I went the first time. Anyways, that was my story time on my high school experience. That sucked, but we're thriving. Anyways, that was it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you got to this point, I appreciate you so much. Give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the motherfucking next one. Bye. And obviously, besos. Okay, bye.
Mami, yo ya no sé qué pensar cuando te